This week, we're getting down with the kids.
Wickedness. This place is dope.
Yeah, fries your brain. Go and check out how wicked it is.
Wicked!
At one with the animals.
Come on. Yay!
Why am I imitating a dog?
And wowing our house hunters.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Mega wow.
But will it help us find two special homes?
How could anyone not think we were right?
It's a long way to carry out your TV dinner.
Yes.
It looks almost too swanky for us.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. If I get any more smug, I will just blow up and float away. This week, we're helping a family who want period perfection with modern perks.
And we need a riverside home for one woman and her dog.
But don't be fooled by all this water. We are in a property drought zone.
Our search is taking us to the Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead and the idyllic towns that nestle on the banks of the River Thames.
With good transport links to London, bustling shops, bars and river pursuits, it's not hard to see why our two sets of house hunters have fallen in love with this picture postcard life. I'm with Damian and Nikki Sung, who are making their first big move out of London for a forever family home.
And I'm with Maria Vigneault, who's also making a big move back to the UK after 10 years living in Switzerland.
This year is a completely new adventure, a new life for me. And obviously finding somewhere wonderful to live is a really important part of that.
In fact, Maria's life has been completely changed after tragically losing her husband to cancer 4 years ago.
If my husband hadn't have died, I wouldn't have moved back to England. If you're in Switzerland with your own family unit, then it's great. But as a single foreign woman, it's tough.
She's taken the brave step to move home and start her whole life afresh. But there's one thing she couldn't leave behind.
Edward is absolutely critical to my search because once my husband died, then it was me and him. Edward!
She's currently renting a whole family house for her and Edward in Maidenhead. With her own furniture waiting in Switzerland, it's not especially homely, but it is doggy-friendly. She'd ideally like to buy a two-bed property, but finding any apartment that allows dogs is tricky. Leases for shared buildings often state that dogs are banned.
If he's happy, then I'm happy.
Maria's got herself back on her feet with a new job 40 minutes away in Uxbridge.
Now is my time in life for me, I've decided.
But her growing network of friends are based around her rented home in Maidenhead.
I love being near the Thames here now. I've taken up rowing, so I think as close to the water as possible would be my dream. What I'm looking for in a property, I think, is a wow factor in every sense. I think it's got to be a real bachelorette pad, so that you walk in and you go wow, and everyone else goes wow. I don't care how big or small, but wow, it has to be.
Times are changing, Maria, goodness me.
No, totally.
It'd be very exciting,
Yeah.
but also quite scary at the same time, I should think.
Well, I think after 10 years of working and living in Switzerland, it's just wonderful to be back in England, so it's now finding somewhere wonderful to live.
Decent budget, 600,000, although I don't know if you're aware of this, but Windsor and Maidenhead have the highest average property prices of anywhere in the rest of the country.
In the whole of the country?
In the whole of the country.
Oh, I didn't realise
We are
that.
absolutely looking in the eye of the storm here. But tell me about the sort of properties that are going to inspire you.
I like something like ultra-modern glass, kind of real wow factor. But I think if it was something beautiful in an old building, that can do it as well.
Combining the wow location with a seriously wow property in your budget, albeit it's a very significant sum of money.
It's probably impossible.
It's quite tough.
No, I know, yeah, no, that's why I wanted your help.
Well, let's try and have some fun.
Thanks.
Come on.
Maria's got a healthy £600,000 to spend and is looking for a stylish property as near to the Thames as possible, which is dog-friendly and within a 40-minute commute to Uxbridge. So I'm basing my search around Maidenhead and the banks of the Thames.
While I'm staying firmly on dry land, searching within the towns and villages of Berkshire and Buckinghamshire.
Where's You know where is, don't you?
Apple.
Good girl.
Since selling their house in London 6 months ago to find a better quality of life near family, Damian, Nikki, their 3-year-old Evie and baby Joe have been in limbo.
We just suddenly found ourselves accepting an offer and then having nowhere to go. So we moved back here to my mum and dad's.
Our stuff stays in boxes, and now, you know, we're ready to start the hunt properly, really.
Nikki's parents' loft is just a bit closer to family than they ideally wanted. And with editor Damian working and playing from home and the kids growing every day, space is tight.
But getting out of the loft could be tricky, as there's not much on the market.
And to make matters worse, they're not helping themselves with a list of specific demands.
4 bedrooms,
Garden
garden.
with a big tree in it. We need a watermill.
I don't really think the watermill's like that high on the list of priorities
Do you
for
not?
me. No, I'd rather have like a big kitchen.
Oh, I need an office. I need somewhere to work.
Ideally, though, out of the house.
Yeah.
They're playing a worryingly familiar tune, but at least there's one high note.
I think we've been really lucky with our houses before because we sort of seem to buy and sell at the right time. And so that's kind of allowed us to have this pool of money.
With a mortgage-free dream in mind, they've got an impressive £800,000 cash to spend. But I'm worried history will repeat itself.
The house that we sold in London took us a year to find, so I just hope it doesn't take that long this time. It was ridiculous.
This should be interesting.
Rumour has it that you looked at 80 houses in Clapham before you bought your house. It would probably take you 4 years to see 80 houses in this neck of the woods that were suitable.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you say were your top 3 priorities?
I think 4 bedrooms, definitely, and a kitchen that we can eat in all together as a family.
Watermill?
No, we don't have to have a watermill.
I know about the watermill thing. I am totally ignoring it. What do you think is stopping you from finding something?
I think initially we probably didn't have a wide enough area. We were being too specific.
Bear in mind that we're in a situation where the availability is very limited.
Yeah.
And we do not want to find a year from now that you're still in that loft.
No.
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 Nikki and Damian's £800,000 must buy them a house close to Nikki's parents in Maidenhead. With 4 bedrooms, a garden, period features, and, very importantly, workspace for Damian.
I just went in and I told Damian, watermills, he's not allowed to have it on the criteria list.
You don't want to look for it?
No, it's, what's the point of just narrowing your search down that much?
Well, Maria's narrowing it down to as close to the river as I can get
Yeah.
it. I don't think she quite appreciates how restrictive that is.
Be a foolish woman that didn't appreciate you. Foolish woman. Ah! Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Wouldn't be
Do you
funny.
appreciate me?
I'm not going to...
Do you appreciate me?
Sometimes flat shoes are a sensible option.
It's a good thing both our sets of buyers have healthy budgets, because this area is renowned for hefty price tags.
In fact, the Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead is 40% above the national average at £416,000.
I'm starting my search for Maria in Maidenhead. It's a popular riverside location and gives her a 30-minute commute to work. But she's not the only one who likes this stretch of the Thames.
I couldn't actually live in a town without a river. It's the heart of the town, really.
We've got boats going around all the time. So life is always interesting here, never dull.
I love this stretch of the river, the Royal Borough. Beautiful towns. Worth paying a premium to live here.
For Maria's first property, I bought her half a mile east of Maidenhead town centre, just back from the river. Location-wise, it's perfect. It's minutes away from her rowing club and the new life she's begun to build. And it's a real treat, an impressive 3-bed Victorian house. It's freehold, so no issues with keeping Edward. And inside, there's a stylish, open-plan living area, office, and dining room. I think it's got the wow factor she's looking for, and it's on the market for 35 grand under budget at £565,000.
Here we are, Maria. This is the first one I've got for you. I was hoping you'd be pleased with the location. although we're not on the river's at the end of that road.
Yeah.
there.
I'm excited to see what's inside.
See what you think of this.
Oh, actually, this is nice.
It's a very different feel inside to outside,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And towards the back of the house, a kitchen fit for a bachelorette.
The kitchen's not massive.
But I don't cook, so a microwave and a dishwasher, that's all I need.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if the living areas seem a bit disjointed almost, because you've got a sofa facing nothing.
It is slightly disjointed. You've got 2 rooms and the staircase off the living room.
Yes.
Why don't you have a look round the bedrooms?
OK.
3 of them and a bathroom.
OK.
I'll leave you to it. Maria's just had what must have been an incredibly tough last few years in Switzerland. So this really is a completely new start for her, and she's full of excitement about it. But at the same time, I just can't help feeling that it must be incredibly scary. She's moved countries. She's starting from scratch on her own all over again. There's a lot riding on this, and I'm determined to get it right for her. But I'm feeling for her right now. It's tough. How'd you get on upstairs?
I think it just says family more than bachelorette pad.
So I'm not entirely sure I'd agree with you inside that it's got too much of a family feel. And I was hoping you'd be pleased with the location.
It is close to the river, but I think not close enough. It doesn't have the views.
Are we writing this off?
Yeah.
OK, come on then.
A river view? I hope I'm not out of my depth.
This week, we've been house hunting in the Thames Basin.
But can we navigate our way through the market to find the best deal?
I'm with Maria, who failed to fall for my first property. The lack of river view meant it didn't float her boat.
But I'm hoping Damian and Nikki will think my first property is shipshape. We're starting in Maidenhead, just a stone's throw from Nikki's mum and dad. There's tons of space for growing kids. 4 good-sized bedrooms, 2 reception rooms, and an open-plan kitchen. Outside, there's a garage ripe for converting into office space for Damian. We've arranged a viewing before it's even hit the market. It's only just been valued under budget at between 725 and 750,000. I want you to think about the outside of the house when you're inside of the house, because actually this bit of the house really reflects what the whole of the house could be. What do you think, Nikki, from the outside?
I think it's really pretty. I really like it.
Cheered you up? Good, let's buy it. Let's buy it. Let's buy it.
That's slightly premature.
No, that's the attitude I like. Right, OK. No watermill in sight, and Damian still thinks it's great. What we've got here is very nice, formal front room. And then, because this house is double-fronted, a second room here. Right. So there's lots of space.
Yeah.
And the kitchen at the back.
Yeah.
You rendered them speechless, Kirstie.
Seems all right.
No, it's great. You're looking quite bright-eyed, Nikki.
It's sort of more spacious than any of the other ones we've seen around Maidenhead, I think.
It's exactly the sort of right amount of character for us, but it still feels slightly modern, slightly cool.
And outside, it only gets better, with a potential office for Damian.
That would be perfect, I think, wouldn't it?
It's perfect.
If you're thinking of converting a garage, you may need to make an application for change of use. So it's best to always check. How does it compare to what you've seen thus far?
It's much bigger, I would say, than what we've seen.
I think it's the best house we've seen.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm chronically worried this is way too good a start. It's not a good sign.
Don't fret, pet. They like the house.
It's quite a good size.
Ceiling rose.
Yeah.
Funny round window.
This is why I love this job. You just never know. They took over a year to find their house in Clapham. They've been looking for a house here for 6 months. They had a super long list of criteria with some weird things on it. And yet this house, they've absolutely embraced. Now, obviously, I don't know what they're saying upstairs. But I'd be surprised if there was a total turnaround based on the bedrooms.
It does feel more modern upstairs, doesn't it?
Definitely need to add some.
Less character. And it doesn't quite deliver in certain aspects.
It's just whether we think we want to spend the time and energy doing it.
Yeah.
Looks like you were right to be worried, Kirstie. The idea of doing the work to put the character back into the house is too much for them.
You've seen it all now. How are you feeling?
I don't love it. And I feel like I would need to love it to spend this amount of money.
Right. It's our first house. Let's not discount it.
It's me that's speechless now. This is a fantastic house that they could improve over the years to suit them. I think their problem is that they're looking for a ready-made dream home, and they don't come along very often.
Looks as if I'm in the same boat as you, Kirstie, as Maria discounted my property 1 outright. Her dream of living as close to the water as possible actually means being able to see it. So I'm going to have to move up the river and up the price scale. 9 miles from Maidenhead is the historic town of Henley-on-Thames. It's just outside her maximum commute, but I think what I've got to show her will make the journey worthwhile.
We're a bit further upstream this time. Henley-on-Thames.
A friend of mine, when she heard I was going to work in Uxbridge, said, oh, Maria can live in Henley.
In fact, you could live in Henley with a view of the Thames, because that is what we're going to go and see.
Oh, wow.
Very cool indeed.
Gee, looks amazing.
This modern development's right up Maria's street. It's a stunning 3-storey house with a sitting room on the top floor, 3 good-sized bedrooms, and on the ground, the kitchen and a patio perfect for her pooch Edward. It's on the market, right on budget, at £599,950.
How do you feel about making this decision?
Oh, no, I'm really excited to really have a home of my own now back in the UK. I think that's the final thing now. I've got my job, got my life, and it's somewhere to live that's mine. That's really important.
Yeah.
I'm so glad she's not scared of going it alone, and I'm confident this house will help kickstart her dream new life.
River.
Boats.
Boats, greenery, nature.
It's amazing that I can actually see the river. That's what I wanted, to have the Thames view. Wow.
Looks like you're sailing to victory, Phil, but that's how it started for me.
The view is something you'd enjoy all year round, Maria, but you'd actually do your living in here.
Yeah, no, it's nice and bright. And is that designed to be closed off?
Yes.
And there's even potential to improve this space too.
I know if I was living here, I'd open the whole thing up.
No, absolutely.
Take all this out. I mean, that's just man with hammer. In fact, we get Kirstie to do it.
Okay.
Ooh, it'll cost you.
To the master here.
Oh, no, this is really nice, isn't it? And can you see the river again from here?
Can.
Just thin the trees a little bit, don't you?
Well, the trees are obviously in full leaf this time of year. The kitchen's it's probably the darkest room in the house, but it's decent size.
You know, it's a good size. I think the kitchen is disappointing. It's probably my least favourite colour units. But
Change the cupboard doors.
The kitchen shouldn't be a deal breaker for someone who doesn't cook that much.
Given that you don't do a lot of cooking,
Yeah.
I'm going to spend very much time on this level. It'll be right up there.
Yeah, just a long way to carry out your TV dinner.
Yes.
Isn't it?
But more to see.
OK.
Too far to carry the TV dinner? I love the way house hunters can always come up with new drawbacks.
With such a limited market, I'm enlisting Phil's help and extending my search 8 miles north of Maidenhead into Buckinghamshire and the pretty town of Marlow. It's a location I know that Damian and Nikki love, and it's easy to see why.
Marlow is growing, but has never lost its community spirit.
People are really friendly, and we're so close to London, you can hop on a train and be at the theatre in an hour.
There's lots going on, there's lots of pubs and bars and restaurants.
Situated in the heart of the town centre within 300 yards of the high street is this delightful Edwardian house. This property is perfect for them. It has 5 bedrooms, 3 really charming reception rooms, as well as a superb open-plan kitchen. The whole house has been stylishly modernised while still retaining many of its original features.
It's not currently on the open market, but the owners are looking to sell it for around £780,000. When factoring in the 4% stamp duty, that's 30 grand, it comes in slightly over their budget, but I think we can get it for less.
This one looks amazing on the outside. Ha! That is nothing to the inside.
Wow.
If I get any more smug, I will just blow up and float away.
She's quite pleased with this one. Come on.
So, you know what? I wish I could say welcome to my house, because I would be so pleased to have this as my house.
Wicked.
It's beautiful.
That'll do. We'll take Wicked as a first description.
No, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It looks almost too swanky for us.
No, it doesn't. I'm really fine with this.
No such thing as too swanky, surely.
Let's not get excited, Phil. We've both been here before.
I want to know how much it costs.
They're asking $780.
Right, which is more than we can afford, slightly.
But we should remember that they're selling without an agent, so they won't be incurring an agency fee.
And the trick is to get them to pass the saving on to you, which can be between 1% and 3%.
Just makes me smile coming in here.
It's perfect. It's really sexy. Marlo's cool. Let's look at more of it, please.
Happy to oblige. Hopefully the garden should provide a cool play area for the kids and more.
Just pop your head round there. There's a lovely little stone-built building and a Wendy house.
Excellent. Oh yeah, I love little areas like that. It's like a little secret garden.
One happy boy.
You've saved up this money and you're in a fantastic position, which is really grown up. But then when Kirstie tells me that Damian plays on his PlayStation and he's a bit of a sort of a big kid.
It is like having 3 kids, but that said, he is the one who handles, negotiations when we've been buying a house before, because he's much cooler-headed than I am.
But when it comes to practical family decisions, is it down to you?
I think if I didn't like a house, I don't think he'd bother pursuing it, because I just wouldn't do it. But I think he's probably more persuadable on a house if I like it.
OK, I'm getting the picture.
What would you have to find upstairs that would put you off this house?
As long as it maintains that level of wickedness.
Go and check out how wicked it is.
Thank you.
If you see Phil, send him this way.
OK.
Tell him I'm on the trampoline, it won't surprise him.
My worry is history will repeat itself, and as soon as they go up a flight of stairs, they'll get altitude sickness and go off the house.
Is Nikki thrilled about this house?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Totally?
Totally.
100%?
I haven't heard a word of worry, concern, anything.
So what do you think?
I really like it.
I read the last house wrong, because I thought, this is it. And then Nikki came in and said no.
Oh, my God.
So we could be reading it wrong.
I love the downstairs.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I don't know whether it's because it's so amazing downstairs that I got a little bit disappointed with the upstairs.
This is perfect for them, and I think Nikki can see it now, but Damian still seems stuck.
We're so taken with the house and its suitability for them.
Yeah. How could anyone not think we were right?
How could anybody not?
What a shocking concept, Phil, that we could not pick their house.
Crazy talk.
So,
I really like it.
Nikki really likes it.
Nikki really likes it.
Oh, dear.
No, I really like it too. I don't know whether it's because the downstairs was so amazing that I got a bit disappointed upstairs.
You're never going to be blown away by bedrooms. But actually downstairs is so rock and roll.
Yeah.
It's a goer, though. I think it is a goer, yeah.
Well, let's see if we can beat it. The challenge is set.
You're shimmying off.
No, I'm not. No,
You're staying
I'm here
with
for
me.
the journey now.
Are you? That's a nice treat. What have we done to deserve that?
You've shown them the house they're happy with. Now it's safe for me to stay.
Right, in Phil's tender care, we shall move on. You'd have thought it would be relatively easy to find the right property when you know exactly what you want.
But sometimes you can have too much of a good thing.
I'm working with Damian and Nikki, who've got £800,000 to spend on a family home. But they're so focused on finding a ready-made home that they're discounting properties with the potential to be perfect.
Maria's looking to start a new life back in the UK, so I'm looking for a bachelorette pad for her and four-legged friend Edward. I'm keen to get it right and avoid ending up in the doghouse. So for Maria's next property, I'm taking her to Marlow, next to the Thames and the lifestyle she craves.
And this is an island. When I first looked at this place, and this is the one we're looking at here,
Okay.
there were ducks flying around it and you can genuinely feel in contact with the water.
Yeah.
It comes with a mooring.
So I can have my own boat?
Your own boat?
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm pleased you're pleased.
Yeah, no, I'm
Let's go
very
have a look.
happy and excited to be here, and I love Marlow.
This island house is perfect for her. Built over 3 levels, This huge masonette is surrounded by water with river views galore. It boasts 2 impressive reception rooms, 4 bedrooms, and even the kitchen has a view of the Thames. It's on the market 20 grand under budget at 579,950.
Dining room.
So you have the view this way as well?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, can you knock these walls down?
Yes. Do it in half
Is
an
that
hour.
a Kirstie job? You say she could do it.
Kirstie sledgehammer.
Okay.
Phil, stop hurrying me out. I'm a very busy woman.
Oh wow, so have a balcony. Oh, fantastic. Wow. That's unbelievable.
This is great.
Wow, indeed, Phil. She's smitten.
There's another floor. Go and help
Oh, wow.
yourself. Have a look at the bedroom
Wow,
up
I
there.
will.
Yes. Finally, I'm getting somewhere. Maria's come alive. She's just lit up coming in here. It's fantastic.
But there's more to consider here than just a house. Having recently lost her husband, Maria's looking for an entirely fresh start.
I'm picking up from you, Maria, that the environment that you live in is almost as important as the actual house itself.
It's a complete contrast to where I was living before,
Yeah.
where at night you have no signs of human life whatsoever. Whereas here,
With that alone.
oh, it was absolutely that isolated. So very stunningly beautiful, but it would do you in a bit of a head if you stayed much longer living there on my own.
And just if you were to buy this one, there's about 60 odd houses on the island would create a really strong sense of community.
To be here is just like a breath of fresh air. It's wonderful.
Well, I'm so pleased that you like that place and that there are options and there are affordable options.
Yeah, no, that's great.
But we've still got another one to see.
Oh, true. I don't know how you could have beat theirs.
I'm
Could
going
you
to
get even
try.
closer to the water?
Oh, you tease, Phil. Now get back here like you promised. I've got a cracking property to show my troublesome pair. Nikki loved my second property, but the upstairs left Damian a wee bit down because it wasn't quite as wicked or cool as the rest of the house. So for their third property, I'm pushing the location boundaries 6 miles north of Maidenhead to the village of Woburn, but I think it's worth it. The front of the house is deceiving, but once inside this Grade 2 listed barn, it's clear this would give them an outstanding family home with the period features they love. And the tasteful modern extension at the back provides a large kitchen diner. It's just come on the market at £800,000. It's more than they can afford, but I've got an ulterior motive for bringing them here.
What are you up to, Lady Allsopp?
Wow. That's amazing.
It's like a film set.
It's the sort of place I always hoped I would live one day. It's just amazing.
It was built as a pub in the 16th century and it was converted into a house, I think, the early 30s.
Right.
And wait till Damian sees what's outside.
What is that?
That is your office, Damian.
Wicked. Let me get it now.
He's gone. He's gone. Phil, do you want to go and find him?
I'll look after him up here.
You go and look after Damian up there. I need to talk to you, Nikki, about the big compromise.
OK.
A boy's heaven
Yeah,
for you,
isn't it?
Damien.
It's lovely.
Perfect place to work, to set up your games.
Don't encourage him, Phil.
What?
There's only 2 bedrooms in this bit of the house. And then there's a room over the study, and then there's this slightly weird room off the kitchen. So the compromise is in getting your head around the fact that the bedrooms are all over the shop.
Right, it's hard to tell. It might not work.
But I like it. It'll be interesting to see what Nikki thinks.
I wonder. We better find out.
Okay.
Would you have house number 2 or house number 3?
2. I think house 2 was so strong. This is beautiful, but I don't think they'll choose it.
I think you're right.
You think I'm right?
This house will dazzle them, but ultimately focus them.
Yeah.
I sort of feel like it's got amazing parts to this house, but I just think in 3 years, would it still work?
And weirdly, I think about property 2. In 3 years, am I just going to be so bored of this? And really, I wanted something more imaginative.
Yeah.
It's crunch time. What this house has shown them is that their dreams for a new home are worlds apart. Nikki wants a practical family home, while Damian still wants space to work and play.
This place is dope.
It is dope.
What do you mean?
It's awesome. It is the sort of place I always imagined living in.
But I
what?
think I'm going to crush all your dreams, but I just think we'd outgrow it quite quickly.
I mean, we can put a sofa bed in there.
Oh, he's trying, isn't
Okay.
he? He's really trying.
Yeah, no, you know what? I think tomorrow is another day. And please God, you will still be together tomorrow. Tell you one thing, it's been beautifully done.
It's a new day and time to focus on Maria. She's already seen 3 of the best properties on the market, but the last home is something very special. It's in Sunbury, Surrey, 26 miles east of the life she started to build in Maidenhead, so her commute to Uxbridge will be just about the same. But with Thames views being like gold dust, this really delivers on her dream. If you fancy living by the river, there are specialist estate agents that deal solely with waterside properties.
Another island we have
Yes,
for
this
you.
looks really exciting. Can you drive over this?
Well, you can drive, but there's nowhere to park at the moment
okay.
on the island.
This is true island life, with access only by boat, footbridge, or wheelbarrow. And if there's any property that makes me go wow, it's this one. Situated right on the banks of the Thames, it's got a stunning vaulted kitchen lounge, 2 bedrooms and a luxury bathroom.
Something like this in Maidenhead would cost around £200,000 more than Maria could afford, but here, further downstream, it's under budget and on the market for £499,950.
Wow. Water, both sides.
You really do have water at both sides.
And
No, it really is wow. I wanted a wow place.
Wow. I looked at it and I must admit, I said, if Maria doesn't buy it, I'll have it.
I guess you'd never get flood insurance, would you?
No, you do. No, he has flood insurance, yeah.
Waterside properties have a lot to offer, but it's always a good idea to check with your insurance company about your cover before purchasing a house. Taking action to reduce the risk of flooding to your property can bring your insurance premiums down.
It's really beautifully done. The way the windows completely fold back.
Yes, no, that is stunning. It's perfect, really, for me and a dog. It's just incredible.
It's also a far reduced price from other things that we've looked at.
Okay, even better.
Just under 500.
Okay, no, that's good.
Looks like my work here is done.
I wanted a place that you bring your friends to and your family and they go, oh, wow, oh, my God.
That is exactly what this is.
Maria's blown away by this house. Could it be the fresh start she's longed for?
Well, you pulled a blinder, Phil. That is lovely.
It's just...
pretty special, isn't it?
I love it.
Yeah. You love it, I love it, Maria loves it. So, Maria, you going to buy this house?
I can't imagine actually how anything could be better
No.
living here.
Come join us.
No, we reckon this is the house for you.
But does Maria? Because there's a lot riding on this.
I just had to think that I'd definitely dismiss yesterday's place. I guess it's perhaps just the pros and cons.
We can always go back there.
Maybe I need to just completely dismiss that one.
Okie doke.
So it's back to Marlow for Maria.
And me too, because overnight Nikki and Damian didn't fight, but focused. Although Damian wasn't wowed by the upstairs, they've decided to revisit property 2. It's at the top of their budget, so it leaves no room for improvements, but they've come with an open mind.
You've got to see it in the long term.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's stretching you to the limit of your budget, but it's a house that you can stay in for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And every time there's a bit of a bonus, you can do something else to the house.
Yes.
And that, I think, is the point of this house.
I'm liking it a lot more already, I think. It's good to be back here and see it on a new day.
Go and have a look at the rest of it, but just walk into every room and think, what could we do in this room which would make it a bit different?
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
At last, they're both seeing this house's potential as a perfect family home.
I'm warming more to the upstairs now. Yeah, I kind of thought that we almost needed to have all the money to do everything now, but we don't necessarily, do we?
No.
We can work on it over the years as we grow older together.
Damian, the first time you came to this house, you were disappointed with the upstairs. What do you think now?
I'm feeling a lot more happy with it. It does feel now like a sort of sensible family home. But seeing this again now makes me feel, yes, we can live here, we can raise a family here.
Your budget is £800,000, including stamp duty. This house is on the market at £780,000. We can crack this. But we should go to the pub, sit down and work out how we're going to crack it.
Yeah. OK.
Beer.
You're on.
We're in the Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead, looking for 2 princely properties for our house hunters. My picky pair, Nikki and Damian, are desperate to leave loft living and find a family home.
Whereas I've been trawling the Thames with widow Maria for a dream view. She's asked me to revisit property 3 in Marlow to rule it in or rule it out. And she's brought Edward along to see if he can help sniff out a deal. And I've brought local builder Mike Shears along to help work out some sums.
If she was to open all this up, you'd seriously enjoy the river right the way through the flat.
To take down this wall and the petition, we've got £2,280.
And how about that wall, Mike, over there, if we were to open that one up?
This wall's slightly different. Because it's a structural wall, that comes to about £2,700.
I'll tell you what, if you sort the windows out, you'd put more than £5 grand on the value of this flat.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
No, it would just really to walk in and mega wow. Yeah.
I take it that's better than wow? Now it's up to Edward to see if he thinks it's wow too.
Edward, what do you make of it? He's pretty happy, pretty comfortable here.
The challenge will be to see how he is with the spiral staircase. Come on then. Let's see all the stairs. Funny stairs. Come here. What a good boy. Bed. Come on. Come on. Yay! You know his bed's
That was an important moment. I was suddenly nervous that he wouldn't go up because it was vital that Edward could get up the spiral staircase because he sleeps in the bed. Edward, happy? Woof, woof. Why am I imitating a dog?
I always knew he could talk to the animals.
OK, up there?
Yeah, no, it's
Edward
fabulous.
seemed happy.
Yeah, no, very.
Doesn't make the decision any easier.
No, absolutely. There's so much to think about from seeing this morning that just beautiful location. And this is also very beautiful. And one has a lot of space, one doesn't.
So it's a 2-boat race. Will Maria choose the practical home, approved by Edward, near the life she's started to build, or property 4, with the river at the bottom of the garden?
Whereas Nikki and Damian have decided they want to buy property 2.
If you want that house, how are we going to make the money come together?
That's a big question. If we need to make a sensible offer that's at the top of as much as we can afford, then we should do that.
That's to sort of take it or leave it.
That's...
Is that what we should do?
No, that's what you should do. I mean, in this circumstances, I would ring up the vendor and I would say, this is the situation. My clients have £800,000 cash. Cash, that's it. I would ring up and say, look, you told us you wanted 780 for it. 770 is all that's being offered.
I'm happy to sort of take your advice
on this. So
you've
got no hesitations on it?
No.
Okie doke. Right. OK. I have numbers.
The house isn't being marketed through an agent, so I have to call the vendor directly.
Lucinda, it's Kirstie, Allsopp from Location. Is it a bad moment? Can you hear me? Hello? Lucinda? Right, OK.
Can it get more tense?
Can it get more tense? No, don't know. Mobile reception is really patchy.
It's all pretty tense here with Maria too. She was smitten with house number 4 in Sunbury, but worried about moving away from the new life she started to build. So she went back for a second viewing to property 3 in Marlow with Edward.
How was the second viewing for you?
Yeah, no, second viewing, I think just driving down there this afternoon, it felt like I was going home. And I think Edward would be very happy as well, because he loves people around and other dogs.
Good news. So what are we going to do about it? It's on the market at just under 580. They tried to market it last year for a few months at 610.
What do you think would be a realistic offer to be able to get it, obviously for the best price I possibly can?
Should we say 558?
Okay. Yeah.
And I think if we bought it somewhere in the 560s, I think that would be terrific.
Yeah, I agree.
It's starting to rain. I think we should dive for shelter.
These negotiations are proving to be tricky, and we've not even got the offers in yet.
OK. Right, let's give him a ring. Tim, is that you? It's Phil Spencer here. I've just had a chat here with my client talking about what she wants to do. It's a difficult one trying to justify the asking price at just below the 580. But I've got an offer for you. And the offer is for 558. If we could agree at that price, we should be delighted. OK, thanks, Tim. I'll wait to hear.
So what did he say?
He didn't laugh at me, but it's going to be a difficult pill for them to swallow. But we might try and make them swallow it.
Lucinda, I'm so sorry about that. I have now laid my hands on the landline. It will not happen again. As I was saying, we went back to your house this morning and we've had a long chat and we've been through everything. The maximum offer they are able to make is 770. They haven't hummed and hawed and offered less or tried to be canny with it. They really want it. OK, brilliant, bye. Right, that is part very good and part very bad.
OK.
She said to herself, if I get a certain amount, I will go. And your offer is very close to that. The bad news is that she hasn't got anywhere to go and she is not 100% sure that she's going.
But I think it's good that she said it now, because I would hate to go down a conveyancing route and her say it 3 weeks from now.
Listen, high hopes. Let's drink to high hopes.
Yes. High hopes.
High hopes.
With their offer on the table and the owner still searching for somewhere to buy, all Damian and Nikki can do is play the waiting game.
Here we go. Hi, Tim. What news? Yeah. Any idea of timescale? Thank you. Cheers, Tim. Bye.
What did you say?
He's spoken to Mr.
Yeah?
Mrs. is on a golf course
Oh.
and not taking the phone call.
Oh.
Mr. said he does need to have a conversation with his wife. It's not an outright no.
OK.
I promise, as soon as he rings me, I'm going to ring you.
Fantastic.
Fingers
Thank
and
you.
toes crossed.
Thanks.
Overnight, Maria's original offer of $558,000 was rejected. But desperate for the house, she instructed me to increase her offer to $565,000, and she's now on tender hooks for their response.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, Maria.
Hi, it is. Hi.
I have some news. 565 has just been accepted.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so amazing.
Congratulations. I think it's a terrific property.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
If ever someone deserved to find their dream home, it was Maria.
5 months on and she's living the waterfront dream.
It was wonderful to come through the door for the first time. I think I was bouncing around like a kid really with excitement to think this is actually mine now, and living by the water and seeing the boats going by and the ducks and the swans, so which is wonderful.
But she wasn't the only one we had to consider.
Edward, I think, likes it. I think just the fact that he's with me, the removal guy said, that he definitely was like my baby. He was following me everywhere. So I think just being in a new environment, he likes it.
It's been a tough few years, but finally it's all coming together.
I think this is the perfect bachelorette pad. I think everyone says so, and everyone says it's a really me place.
I couldn't agree more.
Meanwhile, it's all change for Damian and Nikki. The owner of property 2 decided she didn't want to sell. But their disappointment made them reconsider something they had previously discounted. Who'd have thought it would be the house next door?
Given that it was actually the mirror image of property 2 and that they are attached, it seemed crazy not to go back and have a proper look at it and see if we could do what they've done next door.
They had the vision and offered 669,000, 100 grand less than they offered next door. It was accepted and they got the keys a couple of days ago. There's no time to waste.
Everything needs decorating, the whole house, and we try and put some original features back in that have been stripped out.
This whole fireplace is just, it looks terrible, but it could be beautiful. And I think that's the nature of this house. It just needs to be brought back to life.
If anyone can do it, these two can.
We need to put back its mojo, get it living again, put it back to the state that it should be in, and then we can move in, and then we'll feel happy, I think.
Damian and Nikki are going to transform this house into a fantastic family home, and I can't wait to come back and see it.